weight on his shoulders. At this point, I'm using 2 hands, and I'm really cranking this very hard. My knees on the side of his head. I arch into it, figure 4 it. Right here, it's over. Match is over. Standing, you have 2 ways to win, right? I mean 2. By throwing or countering or by rules. In Newaza, we have 3 ways of winning. You have arm locks, chokes, and mat holds. So your percentages, if as a competitor, I like to look at percentage. I don't gamble. I'm not a good gambler, but I do know that if my opponent's knees touch the mat, I want victory. I feel that's it's my victory. If their knees hit, I'm confident enough that I can get a victory out of their knee hitting. Okay, so I like to have one move that I can do in any position, and you only need one. Okay, so I need a partner. Brett, I'll usually get it. Okay, this is a position that, down on all fours, that we'll start with. Very simple move, and all of my kids do this, and we drill it, and we drill it, and we drill it. It's called a bar arm series. Okay? Very simple. It's a very simple series, but it's very effective. Okay, so get on your elbows, okay, Brent? When I was competing, and I know when Ann was competing, if they hit here, it's like a blessing. Yeah, Ann would. It match was over. It was over. I mean, if their knees hit, Ann was on them like a bird on a bug, and she would crush them. Okay, so this position. Okay, let's look at the positions that we can get in. This is one. Okay, when he's on all 4, okay, get on your back, face me. This is another position, and we'll go over an entry into here. It's either sideways, facing me, or sideways, away from me. I think those are it, other than laying flat on his belly. If he lays flat on his belly, he doesn't know what he's doing. He has no offense. I like offense. I like getting after my opponent. I want him or she always to be under pressure. So no matter what position I'm in, I'm attacking. Always attack. Okay, so in that position, he's in this position here. His only attack is his only way to attack would be if I reached over and he just rolled me from here. Okay, don't roll me. Okay, so I mean, unless you're in jiu-jitsu, you have some other options here. But you're not going to stay in this position. You're exposing your back. You're not letting your guy on. What I do, easy, my kids do this, we bar an arm. I hook the arm like this, so they can see this. I hook the arm like this. I cup it. I don't grab it. I cup it and bring it in tight. I use my shoulder here. I'm driving, all my weight is on his back, okay? Also, a principle that you must understand is that when I'm doing Newaza, I want my opponent to always carry my weight, always. And so if any part of my body is on the mat, that's holding up my weight. So right here, my weight's on my knees. Here, my weight's on his back. Okay? I put a knee down, it lessens the amount of pressure on him. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hook, walk around his head. Here I'm using 2 hands. I'm crushing his shoulder and put a lot of pressure on his arm. Lots of pressure. So I get here and I bore arm it. Just like this. So here I have an arm lock. Right? I mean, it's simple. I have an Ude Garami. It's an arm lock. Or what I'll do is I'll grab the gi, tie it up. Now I have a free hand. Got my little cycle. It really is that simple. But we want to drill it and drill it and drill it so that we understand whatever position he's in, I will have done this move enough times to know exactly what his options are. So when I bar it, as soon as he hits, as soon as I have this, you'll know if you have the move or not. You'll know where his options are. And so I do it so many times that it's like walking down a hallway with doors open. You close each door, so at the very end, I have my whole cycle. Does that make sense to you? I want to do it so much that whatever his options are, I know what they are, and I stop them. Okay, so bar arm, weight on his shoulders. At this point, I'm using 2 hands, and I'm really cranking this very hard. My knees on the side of his head. I arch into it, figure 4 it. Right here, it's over. Match is over. As I step over, at this point, I'm here. I'm going to grab the wrist and turn my wrist here. I'm going to lock this in tight, and I'm going to bring it up tight, okay? So I'm not going to stay here with it. I'm going to pressure. Constantly pressuring our opponent. Put pressure on them. Let them know what they're up against, okay? You got to pressure people. So right here, I'm tight, I'm here. This is tight. And I arch into it, okay? So as I'm shifting to lock it up, I'm here. I bring this tight here. Then I'll lock up the skirt. This is first. Lock it tight. Make it secure. Make sure you have this position before I go the transition to lock it up, okay? Lock it up here tight. Bring it to your chest like this, okay? So, simple. Here, if they grab their gi, and a lot of them are going to grab their gi, just shake it, okay? It'll come off. Or grab their gi and just lock it up, palm down, feed it. Match is over. I do a lot of pressure with my hip on the back of his head. So I'm lifting and thrusting forward with it to get that result, okay? Senseis, would you go around and help our partners?